Stop number 23 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Michigan Speedway for the running of the Pure Michigan 400, and we have a surprise a guest announcer with us. Talk about their contrast in accents. We got the Yankee and a Southerner. So yeah, so I'd like to introduce to you Robbie Sunoco with us, and Robbie, welcome.
It's great to be part of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. We're going to have a big race here at Michigan for the Pure Michigan 400. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely right, and going to be a pretty good race. On the pole, race at 188 miles an hour is Charles Sanford on the pole, car number 12, the Ray Best's Buick. Beside him, the number 44 of John Lena, the Piedmont Airlines Oldsmobile, outside row number 1. Row 2 has Rohit Vaderview in the number 90 Red Baron First Pizza Ford, an 87 Thunderbird. Beside him, defending Cup Series champion Johnny Gardner, and the winner at the Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis. Row number 3, Tanner Doobie, car number 25, the Kodiak Chevrolet, one of the 2 Kodiak cars in the field. And Dalton Day, car number 20, the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile.
Row 4 will consist of the number 75 Valvoline Pontiac. That's Ryan Richards, the winner at New Hampshire in a thrilling finish. Jasmine Acosta will be alongside the number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac. She has won here, and she's the Season 7 Castrol GTX Cup Series champion. Following them in row number 5 will be Chris Washer, the winner at the Atlanta race earlier this season, alongside Charles Jackson, who was in a 1-2 punch finish at Daytona, finishing second to teammate Jack Richards. Following them in row number
6.
Who's here? What row are we at now?
6.
Then it'll be Daniel Day in the Skull Classic Olds alongside Pichu London in the number 94 Sunoco Olds. Pichu, the winner at Richmond. Following them will be the number 21 Sitco Ford of the defending winner here, Ty Sheets. He'll be alongside the 11 Budweiser Baby Ruth Ford of Super Shears, Dougie Shears, and then it will be followed by a 4-time winner this season, who had a hot first start of the season, Josh Osborne, the number 4 Kodak, Delco Remy Lumina, and the aforementioned winner of the Pepsi 400, Jack Richardson, the number 19, Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Ford. Then it will be the 15 Motorcraft Ford Thunderbird of Kyle Sosnowski, alongside Mike Becker, who's right now in a good points battle in the STP Pontiac number 43. He won at Bristol. Then it will be Dylan Young in number 2, Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac, as he will be alongside the number 33 Skull Bandit Olds of Chris Dollarton. Following them will be Stephanie Naylor, the Kentucky winner in the Quaker State Buick, winner of the Quaker State 400 at Kentucky, and she will be alongside the number 24 of Cole Daly, the DuPont Lumina. Following them will be the number 22 Maxwell House Ford of Cody Lamas, the winner at Pocono, the Mr. Excitement 500, and he will be alongside the number 7 Xerox Ford. That is Andy Timmons, the winner at the Winston Open. Following them will be the number 83 Wins Olds. That is Pichu London, Dylan Pote, and he won here in Season 2 in a thrilling 3-wide finish. And Adrian Becker will be alongside the 27 Kodiak Pontiac.
I'll take over from there. Then the next row down will be Tim Fiegel in number 17 Tide Chevrolet Lumina, and beside him the number 68 car of Jeremy Doobie, the Country Time Ford Thunderbird. Then it's Michigan winner, the June race winner, Keith Batson, car number 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford, and beside him, the 66 car of Luke Walker, and the number 6 in Tropic Posh Ford. Then it's Ann Batson, number 3, and Zed Weinstein on the 70, the next row down, and here goes Commander Farm Up. Man, give the party entrance, and we are set to go here at Michigan.
There's the command. Following them will be the number 28 Hardee's Olds of Kyle Matthews, and he won at Rockingham alongside Seth Cole, the winner at the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. And then the number 9 of Jessica Shelton, who has already 2 wins under her belt this season, and Nick Baxter. And rounding up the field will be the 18 of Leah Walker and the number 14 of Joshua Michaels. That's your starting grid here at Michigan.
Well, the field is about ready to explode here in the turn number 1 at Michigan Speedway as the pace car ducks off on the pit road. And boy, look at the spectator view. Just some tremendous pictures here at Michigan. Green flag about to wave, and we are underway. And boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls.
And we're off and running.
And off into turn number 1 comes Charles Sanford, car number 12, the Rebecca's Buick. And he has got John Lena beside of him, but Lena falls back as now here comes the 90 of Rohit Baby inside for number 2 position as Sanford pulls ahead in the Rebecca's Buick as they help into turn 3.
And now he got Rohit Badarvu coming right behind him with the help of the number 25 Kodiak Lumina Tanner Doobie. Batson Doobie Racing has been strong here with Keith Batson winning back-to-back times at Michigan in the spring race, but Rohit Badarvu will lead that first lap as they start screwing out 3 wide, 4 wide. Josh Osborne, Stephanie Naylor, along with Daniel Day, all starting to make moves up.
And boy, talk about your eye of the storm right here in the backstretch. Tie sheets right in the middle between between Lena and Stephanie Naylor as they're just, and look at 4 wide. This is not looking good here in turn number 4.
Nope, it's all out onslaught here at Michigan, and we're early laps here. As we said, we've got 20 laps of racing, so anything could happen here on this 1/2 mile. They're really getting tight there. There's the Batsons, Keith and Ann, along with Jeremy Doobie. Batson Doobie Racing already starting to make a stride here. As right now, Josh Osborne to the point, with Stephanie Naylor leading right behind him, excuse me. No, it's still Badarvu. There's Osborne. He's actually right there battling for 4th as Daniel Day slides up. But the leader now is Tanner Doobie. So the Doobies and Batson Racing showing what they got right now.
And are they ever, Robbie? And I'll tell you what, Joshua Osborne, he is really making a charge in turn number 2 as he gets by Rohit Baderview, and he's got Charles Sanford, a pole sitter right behind. 3 wide behind with Chris Dallerton, Cody Lamas, and Stephanie Naylor. They're really making a go at it here in Michigan.
Yep, they are going at it right now as Stephanie Naylor goes up high there, gives up some ground now with Ann Batson and Charles Jackson now going in. Here comes Cole Daly starting to go in, Dalton Day as well. Al Sosnowski and Leah Walker all starting to make moves. It is, like I said, this is a cluster, and they're going at it tooth and nail. Right now, the leader is still Tanner Doobie, holding off. Josh Osborne is looking to try to rebound himself after having ice water doused on the flames that he had created from the first third of the season, when he won 4 races and has struggled ever since.
And has lost the points lead since to not Zed Weinstein, but Weinstein is one of the ones that's passed him. But Seth Cole and Mike Becker, they have now held the top 2 spots. And Weinstein actually passed Becker for 2nd in points, but looking good so far. Tanner Doobie inside of Jeremy Doobie inside of Tanner Doobie. The Doobie's going at it.
Yep, the Doobie's going at it now. Charles Jackson, Keith Batson. You got Ford, Pontiac. Ford, Chevy. You got 2 Fords and 2 Chevys, and now Peter London's starting to move up as well. And Dylan Poteet in the number 83 wins Olds, the first of the Oldsmobiles. You got 2 Fords. You got Chevy Luminas, the Strood. You got the Buick behind of Cody Lamas. You've got Dylan Young, Rohit Badarvu. They are all out going at it.
And are they ever, too? Because I tell you what, look, it's 3 wide for the lead. Leah Walker and Ann Batson and Charles Jackson, boy, and they are just, look at this. This is like a 190-mile-an-hour pace lap here at Michigan.
Yep, they're really getting tight over there. As you can see in the back there is Batson and Walker going at it. Dylan Young, Badarvu trying to bounce back. Same with John Lena. They're all starting to take everything that they get. You talk about the whole thing of you can't win the race going into turn 1. Throw that out the window right now. 4 wide. Here comes Dalton Day to try to make a dive bomb move to the inside with the number 70 5 right behind him. They're going to really try to shake it up real good here. Looks up. Lena's starting to slip a little bit. They almost got into Dylan Young.
And we have caution on the speedway
And
here. It's Dougie Shears. Super Shears has crashed.
Yep.
Let's look again as to what happened here in turn number...
Not a good showing for...
Yep, it was...
Bring it up a little bit because I saw there was something that came before that. It looked like they walked into the smoke screen. There you go.
And it was Ty Sheets and and Mike Becker's crashed again here at Michigan. Becker losing more and more points as the season goes on. And Johnny Gardner's crashed.
Defending champions having issues here. Dougie Shears and Becker. Dougie Shears and Johnny Gardner.
Let's look at Andy Timmons. I think he was the cause of this whole deal. In turn number 2, nope, Cole Daly hit the Timmons and into 79 where he went.
Let's go to Steve at the other end. Well, this young man should get a pat on the back from Carmen Joe Tarzano, a 900th hole shot. What a drag goes, 574. Good, have a good one.
Oh, and Seth Cole, and Cole doesn't have a... Cole doesn't have any damage to his car, but Becker's got plenty of it. So Becker's on a slide right now in the points chase.
And you could tell there was a lot of stuff that happened there. It just doesn't take that long to really create any kind of mayhem, as we just saw.
On board with Mike Becker. But Becker's still in the race right now, but his chances for victory have been greatly diminished here at Michigan as Leah Walker takes the lead here with Rohit Baderby second position. Third right now is Ann Batson. Fourth, John Lena. And fifth right now is Dalton Day. And lights are off on the pace car right now, so we're about to get set for green flag racing. We're past halfway through in this race, past halfway through in the event, with 10 laps in the books and 10 laps to go. And I tell you, Robbie, it's going to be a fight to the finish here between these drivers. So, let's see what happens here. Vaderview right now in second position. In the lead now goes Leah Walker. As we're about to get set for green flag. Green flag in the air. We're back underway here at Michigan.
That's right. If you think to drive a car straight down a quarter mile over the asphalt would be a relatively simple procedure. 5 seconds. And right now it's one-on-one as each driver tries to get the damn.
No nonsense racing here. Dalton Day starting to make a move now, going to the inside of Batson now. He tries to challenge Lena. And Argo goes right to the inside of Walker.
Indeed he does, Robbie, and I tell you what, and Dalton Day, he's coming to dinner right now. Here goes Ryan Richards, he's 3 wide for the number 2 position. He's making a go of it.
And now it is Ryan Richards starting to move up there. Dalton Day right there in the middle. You got a pair of Oldsmobiles. Dalton Day, Dylan Pote. Actually make that 3 Oldsmobiles because there's the number 28, 29 Hardy's machine starting to drop back. That being Kyle Matthews. Now Osborne's starting to bounce himself back. The poles are starting to move up Charles Sanford. That car, I do believe, won last year with Ty Sheets, if I remember correctly.
Actually, Ty Sheets won in the '83 car Dylan Pote is driving, but Tanner Doobie, he's making a go back. He's making a go of it back for the lead. He's 3 wide between Doobie and problems.
Up and they're already in the wall.
Ryan Richards, Ty Sheets, Dalton Day. He's had a horrible season, and Jasmine Acosta's upside down. Lots of good race cars crashed. Leia Walker, Chris Dalton smoking bad, Dalton Day, John Lena, and Charles Saver wins the race back to the start-finish line. Let's look again at what happened, Robbie.
Yeah, that was ugly there. You saw Chris Dollarton get involved, Jasmine Acosta on her roof, Dylan Pote, John Lena, Dalton Day. If you had a Oldsmobile, you were not wanting to be involved with that. Let's see how it transpired. You can see there's Chris Dollarton trying to go right to the inside of Josh Osborne, right there with Dylan Pote and Ryan Richards, I do believe, in the 75. Well, 22 went down, hooked Chris Dollarton, and everybody from there, Leah Walker. Wow. Look at the 22 go up on do a barrel roll there.
Come on along and RV your way around the country. You'll see the sights and meet the people of America.
And that was Cody Lamas that flipped over. His bad luck continues. Barrel roll, dude, the barrel roll, barrel roll.
Yep. And let's see what happened with Jasmine Acosta as well. Johnny Gardner looked like he squeezed right through there like a pimple. Wow. Okay, so let's see what happened there. So Daniel Day got into her a little bit there. Let's see what happened. Trying to get out of harm's way, got shoved off into the apron by Charles Jackson and gets hooked up by Daniel Day. Hard lick into the wall.
And Jasmine on her roof, and boy, she is gonna slide several feet. And I tell you, you want to ride along on the in-car camera shot in this one, Robbie?
Yeah, yes, the Cloud gets a good look at the concrete from the wrong end. And how about Johnny Gardner tagged him? That was not what he wanted. He tagged him. His day is done. So continued woes for the defending Castrol GTX Cup Series champion. Let's go on board with Johnny Gardner. Let's get on board with Jasmine Acosta. The good look at the concrete from the wrong end. Here you go.
Don't delay. Order today.
And you heard to hit Johnny Gardner.
This is what you're going to get here at Michigan. You know, there's always going to be a tendency for someone to hit the wall and go up and look at the concrete from the wrong end. But let's look at Cody Lamas, who had similarly a scary ride.
Cody Lamas probably talking like Kurt Busch right now at this moment as Leia Walker hits him.
We will be back to Green Flag Racing, that is for sure. We did have, I do believe, 6 laps to go by the time the yellow came out.
And in fact, we will be back going again as Charles Sanford leads the race, going for his first win of the season. In a second now goes the 25 of Tanner Doobie. Into third goes Joshua Osborne. Fourth is Rohit Baderview. Fifth, Nick Baxter. Sixth, Kyle Matthews. Seventh, Joshua Michaels, driving for AJ Foyt. Charles Jackson, eighth. Jeremy Doobie, ninth. And Batson runs in 10th position.
Yep, so there'll be 2 laps to go. It'll be green flag, green, white, checkered finish going on. Get ready. We're going to have another, could we have another big finish like we had in Season 2 here, or we had last year with Keith Batson at the spring race? We'll find out.
Oh, you know it. And Charles Samper, you know he wants that first win. So does Tanner Doobie. Osborne looking for his 5th win, trying to get himself back into the points chase. Here they come. Start-finish line. Pace car ducks up on the pit road. Charles Samper. It's Buick, Chevy, Ford, and Buick. The top 5. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway.
Here they go. Let's see if Tanner Doobie can continue the success here, but not Josh Osborne, who he's that get healthy showing after he has struggled in this third of the season. He would love to finally get another win. Charles Sanford would love to continue his good ways here. I do believe that, like I said, I do believe that car won here last year with Ty Sheets. I'm not really sure, but regardless, he's looking to try to show what he's got. Nick Baxter starting to get up. There's the number 14, all starting to shake up here as well, and that being up, and Dylan Poteet is off the pace there.
And pace
We're
goes
still
on.
green, so it'll be white flag, 1 lap in remaining.
But here comes Nick Baxter. Baxter and Osborne. Everybody getting inside. 4-1 in turn number 1. This is not going to be more. Oh!
Leaned right against the wall. Tanner Doobie gets put up in there.
And Nick Baxter has the lead. Baxter.
I don't know if anything happened there, but it looked pretty close. Now, Baxter holding up. Let's see if he can hold off Sanford. Here comes Jessica Shelton, the hottest driver this start of the season. She's looking to shake it up.
And here comes Joshua Michaels. Michaels and Baxter side by side. Start finish line it is. Joshua Michaels
Joshua
winning it.
Michaels got him.
Whoa! What a finish! Joshua Michaels brings the Joshua Michaels is bringing the AJ Foyt Oldsmobile to victory lane. And second, I believe, was Nick Baxter.
Nosed at the stripe, as I said right there. There was another great finish, and to get another great shot for Jessica Shelton, she finishes 3rd. Tim Feigl, good showing, comes in at 4th. And Charles Sanford was leading, and the white flag drops to round out the top 5. I don't know what happened there with Tanner Doobie and them. I know they came real close to the wall. I don't know if there was any damage or anything that happened there. Let's take a look at that real fast before we put it in the book, because you saw that. I could have swore there could have been something that might have transpired. I think they just got leaned real close to that wall, and that right there was the end for Tanner Doobie's shot at continuing the Batson Doobie success here at Michigan. And fortunately, nothing went wrong, but I could have swore that came so close. Let's look at it. Let's bring it to regular speed again, or so to speak. You can pretty much tell that when Kyle Matthews went loose there and going into Tanner Doobie, you see Keith Batson, there's Jessica Shelton and Dylan Young all starting to make a move there. And right here, Batson kind of gave him a little bit. I don't know how they did not go into anything worse than that. They basically, she got shoved right into the wall, and I'm surprised they kept it going the way they did. But they dropped a lot of spots.
Now, I thought for sure Doobie and I thought for sure Doobie and Matthews was going to crash. They're going to have words in the garage area. I can guarantee you that for sure.
Ourselves a good old-fashioned Austin Dillon and Dillon and Sauter situation here. But a great finish there, about a 1/10 of a second, a 100th of a second separated at the margin at the stripe. Continues the great tradition of finishes here at the. You can just stop it and just do slow boat. There you go. How about that? Again, another great finish here at Michigan to continue with the history of this race. 14 thousandths of a second.
Average speed 113.080. It is Joshua Michaels winning for AJ Foyt as he brings the Oldsmobile to victory lane. In the second now goes the Nick Baxter. Third was Jessica Shelton. Fourth, Tim Feigl. Actually, that's how he pronounces his name, actually. Fifth, Charles Sanford. Sixth, Luke Walker. Cole Daly, Joshua Osborne, Keith Batson, and Batson the top 10. Good run for the Batsons.
Yep, there wasn't. I used to always confuse. I used to always call Tim Fiegel, and I guess that's the proper way to say it. Dylan Young, Jack Richards, Jeremy Doobie, Kyle Sosnowski, Charles Jackson was looking strong earlier. Chris Washer, Rohit Arbu dropped back to 17th after being in the hunt early, a little bit before the final lap. Adrian Becker, Pichu London, Ty Sheets, the defending winner here, will finish 20th. Tanner Doobie, Kyle Matthews, Stephanie Taylor, Zed Weinstein, and Mike Becker, your top 25. Then Andy Timmons, Steph Cole, Ryan Richards, John Lena, Dalton Day, and Daniel Day will be all the guys in the lead lap, and then Dylan Pote 3 laps down. As we saw, he had problems when he was coming around.
And he actually stopped on the racetrack too, so how he came back to the garage area was beyond me. Leia Walker, Johnny Gardner, Chris Dalton, Jasmine Acosta, Cody Lamas, and Dougie Shear. Super Shear's out of the race because of crashes, even except Dalton had a clutch problem, but for all intents and purposes, a blown engine for Dalton, so it's not. So Johnny Gardner not looking good, and championship contenders had trouble except for Joshua Osborne there, Robbie.
Yep, Osborne had a very good showing there. He needed that little bit of a pick-me-up. Now, granted, it wasn't a win, but you know what? We're getting ready to enter that final third of the season. Anything could happen. But, you know, you look at what's going on. I said Dylan Pote, we saw him smoking down on the apron when we were getting ready to take the green flag. We were getting ready to take the white flag, and that was basically an indication he's had major issues.
But Joshua Michaels, everything went right for him, and he made the move at the right time on the final lap. And here's your points they are right now. Seth Cole still holds the lead by 91 over Zed Weinstein. Osborne 92 back, Becker 98 back. So this is looking pretty good. 7 points between second and fourth.
Yep, as we're getting ready to enter as I said, we're entering the final third of the season. And, you know, Osborne, Becker, Keith Batson trying to rebound himself. He's been known to have good showings in the end of the season. Jessica Shelton is in 6th. Dylan Young, Nick Baxter, Kyle Matthews, and Chris Washer. Then Jasmine Acosta, Pichu London, Cole Daly, Ty Sheets, Jonathan Michaels with that win moves him into the top 15 in points. And then Tim Feigl, Daniel Day, Charles Sanford, Jeremy Doobie, and Ryan Richards.
21st on down is Johnny Gardner up to 21st in the points. He's actually doing pretty decent for the season he's had. 22nd is John Lena, then Dylan Pote up to 23rd, Chris Dalton 24th, Kyle Sosnowski 25th, and Jack Richards, Luke Walker, Andy Timmons, Dalton Day, another horrible season for him, and Leia Walker in 30th.
Tanner Doobie, Dougie Shears, Adrian Becker, Charles Jackson, and Batson, another struggling season for her. Cody Lamas, even though he got a win, he's 36th, Rohit Arbu 37th, and Stephanie Naylor, who had a win at Kentucky, still having a very horrible season in her first season back since season 2, where she was last and she got her first career win in Kentucky earlier this season.
And if you remember that Quaker State car, Robbie, when Joshua Osborne had it in season 8, it was fast, but he had horrible luck all that car. Stephanie Naylor, it seems to be the same way as Stephanie Naylor.
Hasn't been the same since we had Derek Walker and Jeremy Doobie that were driving the first 3 seasons.
All right, next race on the turn will be at Bristol, Tennessee, the Irwin Tools 500, and what a race that'll be at Bristol. Don't miss it.